Hello everyone, my name is SimValera and welcome back to City Skylines. Let's Design, Episode 6, Scenery for Farms. Guess what we'll be doing today can you guess? From the title? We'll continue our work with farms and we'll get some more fields and some beautiful landscapes and all that stuff, but a bit later. For now, I need to just fix some problems. I found out before starting building that we have some problems with healthcare and with police stations and with fire stations and with departments, whatever. And because I was so concentrated on design, I forgot to put more. So this way, for all our kind of big town, we only had one or two really small hospitals and police departments, so I put them there. And thank you so much for your comments last time. I read them, and thank you so much for suggestions, and I listen. So you'll probably see some changes maybe. In my mind when I am talking about this is the suggestion to zone just one tile or two, not like every tile that you can, but like one or two, so small buildings and small houses will pop up. And I agree that it is better for variety, and sometimes it just makes more sense to have small houses like on the outskirts, for example, and some bigger in the middle or in the center, kind of like that. And we had some problems with dead people, and by problems I mean that we didn't have, as I think we didn't have enough cemeteries, graveyards. I think, because I'm not sure, people complained so much here, and I'm like, what do you want from me? You don't have to pay taxes. I've lowered them to 0. I put all these bucks, what do you want from me? I put this huge hospital because we only had one little, so I thought maybe this will help our healthcare situation. But anyways, I thought that we didn't have enough cemeteries, so I put one in our suburban area. Put this hospital right next to the this big parking lot, and yes, this way, this huge kind of parking lot makes even more sense. And around it we even have a fire department, if you remember, if you watched, I think it was in episode 2, and the high school, and it is just so nice and beautiful together, this beautiful little area / neighborhood. And now I put this big police department because we only had one. In the future I will probably put even more, so I was just trying to find the best spot for it. Don't know if I actually did, but it looks nice there where I've left it, I think. And yes, a little one in the suburbia, or in the little town, whatever you want to call it, I'm still not sure. Our roundabout that is right there, it was different, if you remember. It was called Star something roundabout, I don't remember. It's from Steam Workshop. I thought that it doesn't help our traffic situation really good, and it wasn't helping, so I got rid of it and instead just put this really simple one with 2 lanes. And you know what? Traffic got even worse after that. I thought it was bad, but after replacing, it got just horrible. So instead, right now, I will just try and put the roundabout with 3 lanes using the highway road. And I think it will actually help. Yeah, as far as I remember, traffic will get better, I believe. Yeah, there is such a huge pile up, or whatever you would like to call it. And I was experimenting on my way. You see, we got this huge square, no, No, you're not staying there. Well, you sometimes just need to try and look if things will look good. Sometimes they don't look good, and sometimes they do. So I got rid of this 6-lane squarish roundabout and instead put this one. And I feel like it really helped. Look how quick the cars are moving, and I think it did help, yeah. And after all, we don't have any traffic lights there, so it is all great, right? Maybe. So the traffic flows better. But still, I wasn't really satisfied with the way it was going, and you see we have these two roads that just ask to connect them. They just like look onto each other and ask us to connect them. So that's what we'll do now. Two kind of like avenues. Still not sure what will be here in this area. Probably something with I don't know, like little houses. I wish we had like townhouses. I will still work on this. Maybe we can have like 2-3 stores, buildings or something. I'm still not sure. Maybe we will just expand our suburban area or have another downtown. I don't know. We'll see. It is also still in the future. We'll still can allow ourselves to not plan everything. And so we connected them. I wasn't using the right road at first, but because I have this tool that can change the direction of the roads, it is all good. You can get it on Steam Bookshop, by the way. As everything, I believe. So much stuff, by the way. I find it kind of hard to catch up to everything, because the community now provides with so much good stuff, and like to find it all, and I feel like I need to pay more attention to what's going on there. But talking about this beautiful places workshop, I got some parks, and by parks I mean fields for our farming, because from the last episode, I was playing around with the grid and with the layout, so I was trying to have both straight lines and some curves and some randomness, some messy going somewhere type roads. But I felt like we need more straight roads and more grid, because I feel like it is important that from the high view, like from, when we look over, like from the plane, I think it is important that we can actually see squares, because I feel like it adds this realistic feeling, because that's how it is in real world. So that's what we will try to do. And if you actually watched episode 5, you may notice that there are some changes and some fields that were not there. Well, I put some off camera, and by off camera I mean that I started recording and then something got screwed up, but just some little changes you can see there. And anyway, it took some time, and so this way you can just get it all quickly, and just like that. And usually I surround these little fields with trees, and I feel like that's how they do, right? Like the fields get separated from each other by tree lines, so that I guess where the stuff you need is. Maybe to separate like different plants or trees or whatever. I'm not the best farmer, so a lot of work with tree lines will be here, and not lines, but just some random trees. After all, we are in our outskirts and in our farming region, or what is it called, district, whatever. And I was dezoning some of these areas to get some smaller buildings, because I listen to you guys, Anyways, got rid of some power lines because there was, they were not necessary anymore, and I didn't feel like they were doing anything good for us there. And so we kind of now starting to get our farming view with squares. And what is the other word for squares? Rectangles, maybe? I'm not sure. So I put these trees just not to, if you look for some farming ideas, here's one. Don't just zone everything. Just play around and put some useless stuff, but beautiful. So if you want things to be beautiful, forget about usefulness for some time. Not at all, but like a little bit. Like there are no use in this bunch of tree lines, but they look beautiful and they add this feeling. And so like this way we can love our work better, maybe. For me, for sure. I like it better this way, when it's not just this sometimes strange buildings. If you play, you probably know what I'm talking about. The buildings, the farming buildings that are like so futuristic and like so modern looking. So, I don't know, industrial factories. I don't know. No good. And I wanted more dirt roads because I felt like there was not enough dirt, so we're getting some now. And you see, I've placed this dirt road alongside the pavement one because I feel like if we want to have fields, well, we can put them right next to the pavement roads, but I just felt like, nah, come on. We need some dirt ones. And, on the pavement ones, I feel like the traffic should be... What is the word? There will be more traffic. Anyway, you see, put this little field. It's called, I believe, Ruined Farm. But, we will not pay attention to the title. It's just a square for us, and that's what we need here, a square of a different color, because for now we just have this orange, really strong orange color, and the light brown. So we'll have this a bit pale green, or I'm not the best at names for colors. And as I said, I got not plenty but some fields from the bookshop, and here's another one. Orange field. I don't know what this orange should stand for. Anyway, put this little sidewalk or pedestrian path. Yes, pedestrian path, dirt pedestrian path. So like we can surround it and add this feeling of that we actually have planned it all out here. And a somewhat forest, not really right next to it, so it just all blends in together, and it all looks like it's all, they're all together, they're all like united. And I feel like we are going to put just some more fields. Yeah, I will put this exactly the same one that I called Ruin Farm. Well, not that I called, but that is called. Anyway, well, this square, I'll get rid of it later, because I didn't like the way that it looked, that we had two exactly the same ones right next to each other. Maybe we'll put it somewhere else, but not here. You see, they're just so close to each other, and I don't feel like it does us anything good. Instead, I will just put a bunch of these little bushes that kind of remind me of cabbage, Maybe they do for you too, I don't know. And yeah, and then some more forest, some more trees. Because it adds natural feeling to our farming, which is great, right? Then I was looking for some more fields, and I zoned some more, and some tree lines. It's just the way it goes here. And what else? What else? I feel like I forgot to say that. Yeah, I forgot to say that I renamed our region. I called it Ellis Gardens. It all happened so quickly here because of the time lapse that sometimes I keep to my the things I say and forget about what's going on the screen. I forgot to do Ellis Gardens. Tell me what you think of this name. I don't know. I think sounds alright. Ellis Gardens in the city of Bonito Coast. And feel like, yeah, we will put some more tree lines, and feel like we will put a bunch of trees over here, just so we will, yeah. Now we get rid of it. I was like waiting, because where will you get rid of it? Oh, and here another useful tip. You see, obviously you can put all these bushes by yourself, but it will kind of take a lot of time. So I got this park. I believe it was created by Skystorm, but I'm not sure. And it's so useless. You just put all this stuff and like, there you go, a field, and you can like choose the size of whatever you want, because with other fields you're like kind of strict to their sizes, and with this you have so many pieces, so you can connect them in any way you want, pretty much in any way, of course. So I'll put this other bushes, cabbages, right next to the bunch of fields that I've put there that can't be seen right now, and a bunch of trees here just for this forest feel, and to kind of connect this main road that connects this farming with the suburban area, and to kind of surround our railroads, so that kind of tree lines but not really forest, and to kind of separate our farming from the railroad, because I feel like it's not the best to have trains going so close to the farming. Maybe because of the dust or something, some dirt. Not good for our vegetables. We want things to be healthy here. Anyway, so I zoned some more, and we'll just, if we have some free spots that we got because of our interesting layout, we just fill it with trees. And was checking if the traffic is good. Believe it is. And they were telling me that we have some problems with the garbage. I think they lied to me, the citizens, because I've checked one of these things, and they said that it's filled up only at 39% filled up. You see, they are such liars. But anyway, I put this garbage thing anyway, so whatever. We can allow ourselves to have plenty of them. Though farming for a long time was complaining that they don't have enough workers on the other hand. So yeah, on our demand bar we can see that we have a lot for industry still, even though I was zoning so much. Maybe it's because our downtown area rises up so quickly. Yeah, you see, we were not there for we were not playing around, and we're not building our downtown area for like a couple of episodes, 2 or 3. And when I got there, when I went there and looked for things, how they changed, they did change, and buildings grew up a bit, which is, you know, kind of I'm kind of nervous about it because I don't like when things develop without my permission, because I like to control everything. And this beautiful castle, look at this. Why this episode is called Scenery for Farms? Well, here's the inspiration. I got this castle and I felt like how we can make our suburban area more interesting, because having just a bunch of houses is boring. And I felt like we can have a somewhat historical feel here, and we can add this feel like with castles, and we got the old university building there, and our town hall looks kind of the same. And so I felt like we can add this feel with this castle. I'm not sure where it's from. I believe the description was in either on German or in a language that looks like German. But probably it was German, but I'm not sure. Again, put this parking lot because I feel like it makes sense here. The university is really close, and our castle will probably be a tourist attraction, and you know, we will consider it as a tourist attraction even if people won't go there. So it's right next to these buildings, and it kind of makes sense, so like the students and the tourists and the people who live nearby can use it. And we will just work on our campus, I guess you can call it. I feel like it's a bit too small to call it like that, but for our area around university, I will put this beautiful park with the fountain. I feel like it's called, I think, wow, that was loud. Anyway, Fountain of Life and Death. I believe you can unlock it. Yeah, was trying to connect it over pedestrian path there, but didn't look good because of the trees that extended down our way, and because of the hill and this steep slope. So instead I connected it on the other sides, and you know, was trying to make things more interesting by not drawing straight lines, but some curved, whatever you want to call it, and with just some trees, some touches of field, not like a bunch of them, but like some. And here's another way of filling the area with trees, not just surrounding pedestrian paths or any roads, but like putting the trees in the corners. It is also good. And so like you leave the grass inside with the idea of like people will use it to kind of like hang out on the fresh air, the outside, have some water picnic or whatever they want to have outside. And we will try to make this castle and the area around it more beautiful, because you know, it's a castle, so we need to have like parks and fountains and some gardens with some, I don't know, bushes in interesting shapes. Anyway, with this pedestrian path, and so like this, from this castle you can have a beautiful view on our farming, if you want to call it beautiful. I do. And that's why it is called Scenery for Farming, and that is where this episode is gonna end. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you liked it, and a comment with more suggestions. I listen. But until next time, stay tuned and goodbye.